Hello students, welcome to my channel Halla Bol Physics. Okay, today's topic is thermoelectric thermometer. You know, thermoelectric thermometer is also known as thermocouple thermometer. Now, question is arising here. This thermometer is based on which principle? Thermoelectric thermometer is based on which principle? Yes, thermoelectric thermometer is based on the principle of Seebeck effect. Now, question is arising here. What is Seebeck effect? Yes, we have taken one diagram on the board here. These are two rods. Both rods are made of different material. Both are made of different material, and both rods are joining end to end. These two rods are joining end to end. Now, if the temperature of one side is supposed to be 100 degrees Celsius and the temperature of the other side is 0 degree Celsius. Here temperature 100, here temperature is 0 degrees Celsius. Now, due to difference in temperature, a thermo EMF is developed. What developed? A thermo EMF is developed, which is given by the relation. E is equal to AT plus BT square. E is equal to AT plus BT square. This relation was given by Seebeck. Now, question is arising here. What does it mean by this E? E is a thermo EMF. What is E? Is a thermo electromotive force. A and B are constant term. Known as thermoelectric constant. And T is the unknown temperature in degrees Celsius. Now, again question is arising here. If A and B both are thermoelectric constant, then how will you be identify here? It is A and it is B. If both are thermoelectric constant, then how to identify it is A and it is B? Simple, by the units. In a dimensional chapter. In a dimensional chapter, you study one statement here. Same units may be add or may be subtract or may be equal. So this concept we will apply it here for finding the unit of A and B. Okay, now the unit of A and B we have to find out. You know this relation, E is equal to AT plus BT square. E is equal to AT plus BT square. Now we can take here unit of E must be equal to unit of AT, unit of E must be equal to unit of BT square, or unit of AT is equal to unit of BT square. So we can apply this concept now. Unit of E is equal to unit of AT, or unit of E is equal to unit of A into unit of T. Unit of A into unit of T. Now what is unit of E? It is volt. Unit of E, it is volt, and this is equal to unit of A is unknown value required. Unit of T is degree Celsius. So what is unit of A? Is it is volt per degree Celsius. So this is the unit of A. Now, how to find out the unit of B? Again, we can take unit of E is equal to unit of BT square. Unit of E is equal to unit of BT square. So, unit of E is equal to unit of BT square. Or we can write unit of E is equal to unit of B into unit of T square. Now, what is unit of E? It is volt. Is equal to unit of B is required, and unit of T square is degree Celsius square. Now ultimately will come the unit of B now. So what is unit of B? It is volt per degree Celsius square. So this is the unit of B. Now the things are clear here. Yes, if A and B both are thermoelectric constant, then how to identify it is A and it is B? Simple. Unit of A will be different than unit of B. Unit of A is volt per degree Celsius. Unit of B is volt per degree Celsius square. Now there are two conditions are possible. Yes, temperature may be large or may be small. Temperature may be large or may be small. If temperature is large, there will be non-linear range. If temperature is small, there will be linear range. There will be linear range. So two things we have to discuss in a class here. One for large temperature, another for small temperature. So what we have taken here for large temperature means non-linear range. For large temperature means non-linear range. That we have to take it now. Yes, E is equal to AT plus BT square. E is equal to AT plus BT square. A valid relation we are taking for the large temperature or for the non-linear range. For non-linear range. Yes, you know all these friends here. This is the equation of parabola. Is the equation of a parabola comparing by the equation y is equal to ax plus bx square. So comparing these two relations, it is clear now. If it is the equation of para, will also be the equation of parabola. Now we can compare these two relations here. Yes, E should be along y-axis in a graph. E should be along y-axis and T should be along x-axis. So we can take the graph in between E versus T, where E is along y-axis and T is along x-axis. So this E is along y-axis and T is along x-axis. Yes, parabola will be this now. Will be a parabola now. So this is the diagram of a parabola here. It is for the large temperature or for the non-linear range. Non-linear range. Okay, questions arising now here. Okay, few questions arising here. I will discuss in a class now here. This is the lowest temperature. Here is the lowest temperature. Is known as temperature of cold end. Temperature of cold end. Now here is known as neutral temperature. This is known as neutral temperature. So Tn is the neutral temperature, and here is the temperature of inversion. This is the temperature of inversion. So three temperatures we are taking in a graph. Yes, temperature of cold junction T0, neutral temperature is Tn, and temperature of inversion is Ti. Temperature of inversion is Ti. Now questions again arising here. What does it mean by neutral temperature? What is the meaning of temperature of inversion? Okay, we will take one by one in a class these all things now here. Yes, Tn is the neutral temperature. As by the diagram it is clear here. You know, neutral temperature is the temperature at which EMF is maxima. Neutral temperature is the temperature at which EMF is maxima. So here EMF is maxima. EMF is maxima. So neutral temperature is clear now. Neutral temperature is the temperature at which EMF is maxima. Now one more way we can discuss neutral temperature here, but I do not want to discuss here. Okay, I will take one roughly diagram on the board here so that we can better understand about neutral temperature. Is a diagram, roughly diagram we have taken on the board. A diagram is in between E versus small t. E versus small t is a diagram of a parabola. Is the diagram of a parabola. What I want to discuss in a class here, this is nothing but as neutral temperature. Here is known as neutral temperature. So this is Tn, neutral temperature. Here is T0. What is this? Is Ti. Tell me now here, this is the value of dt. Is the value of dt. What is dt? Is the change in temperature, a small change in temperature dt, and this is known as de, is the change in EMF. De is the change in EMF. So this is change in EMF, is the change in temperature, and this is nothing but as a slope. Is nothing but as a slope. Yes, this angle supposed to be taken as theta. What is tan theta? Is equal to de divided by dt. De divided by dt. What is dE divided by dt? Is the slope. dE divided by dt is the slope. Now question is arising here, what is the slope at the highest point? What is the slope at the highest point? Listen carefully now here. If we are drawing a tangent on this curve here, If we are drawing a tangent on this curve here, yes, this will give the angle theta 1. It will give the angle theta 1. And if we are drawing a tangent here, it will give the value of angle theta 2. It will give the value of angle theta 2. From the diagram, it is clear here. Theta 2 is less than theta 1. Theta 2 is less than theta 1. What does it mean by this here? Yes, from T naught to highest point, from this T naught to highest point, slope is decreasing. Slope is decreasing. As you know, theta 2 is less than theta 1. From T naught to highest point, slope is decreasing. Slope is decreasing. So what does it mean by this here? At highest point, this slope will be parallel to T axis. Yes, this slope will be parallel to T axis. So at highest point, slope will be equal to 0. Slope will become equal to 0. So that part I want to discuss in a class here. At highest point, slope will become equal to 0. Okay, one more we can take in a class here. This is the point here at which EMF neither increases nor decreases. This is the point here at which EMF neither increases nor decreases. So at highest point, EMF is maxima, which is constant. EMF is maxima, which is constant. I repeat again, at highest point, EMF neither increases nor decreases, means it is constant. So at highest point, EMF is constant. Now, if we are differentiating this relation with respect to T, T is the temperature, okay? Don't be confused time, T is the temperature. So, differentiate this relation E with respect to T. What will come here? dE maxima by of dt, that is equal to 0. Differentiation of a constant term is 0. Differentiation of constant term is 0. So, at highest point, EMF neither increases nor decreases. It is constant. And if we are differentiating E with respect to T, yes, will come dE maxima by dt, which is equal to 0. Differentiation of any constant term is 0. And now you know here, this is nothing but a slope. And slope is 0 at the highest point. Slope is 0 at the highest point. So at highest point, this dE maxima divided by dt, this value will become equal to 0. Now, E is equal to AT plus BT square. E is equal to AT plus BT square. This relation was given by Seebeck. Now what is our question here? How to find out the neutral temperature? How to find out the neutral temperature? You know, neutral temperature is the temperature at which slope of dE by dt is 0. So we can differentiate this relation E with respect to T for finding neutral temperature. For finding neutral temperature. So differentiate E with respect to T. It is dE divided by dt is equal to, yes, it is A plus 2BT. Yes, A plus 2BT. So this is the differentiation of E with respect to T. E with respect to T. Now, if dE by dt is equal to 0, if dE by dt is equal to 0, yes, if dE by dt is equal to 0, this T will be known as neutral temperature, will be known as neutral temperature. I repeat again, neutral temperature is the temperature. Neutral temperature is the temperature at which the slope of dE by dt is 0. So when dE by dt is 0, this T will be known as neutral temperature, and this value we can put in just previous relation. This value will become equal to 0. It is A plus 2BTN. A plus 2BTN, or Tn will come here minus A upon 2B. Minus A upon 2B. This is known as neutral temperature. But again question is arising here, sir, this value is coming negative, but here neutral temperature is not negative in a graph. Neutral temperature is not negative, but here coming negative. So our confusion here neutral temperature positive, but in this relation is looking as negative, So what does it mean by this? How to correct our this doubt here? Very simple. Yes, I want to take in a class now. Listen here. How to find out the slope by drawing tangent. How to find out the slope by drawing tangent. So we can draw a tangent one here. This is one tangent. Yes, it will give the slope, and this slope is positive. This slope is positive. Yes, one more tangent we can take here now. Yes, this slope is not positive. This slope is negative. So here slope is positive and this slope is negative. So A will be positive and B will be negative. Repeat again here. A and B both are slope. A and B both are slope. Here A will be positive, B will be negative. So now we can take it now in this relation. Yes, A is positive, B is negative. It is positive, it is negative, means this value will become negative, and negative will become positive. Negative will become positive. So neutral temperature will not be negative, will be positive. Yes, this slope will be positive and this slope will be negative. One more way we can discuss neutral temperature. Neutral temperature is the mean temperature. Neutral temperature is the mean temperature of cold junction and of temperature of inversion So neutral temperature is equal to yes, T mean. Neutral temperature is equal to T mean, and it is equal to T naught plus TI divided by 2. So this is known as neutral temperature. So neutral temperature is the mean temperature of cold junction and of temperature of inversion Yes, neutral temperature we can discuss by three ways. One now, neutral temperature is the temperature at which EMF is maxima. Now the second here, neutral temperature is the temperature at which slope of dE by dt is 0. And one more way here, neutral temperature is the mean temperature of cold junction and of temperature of inversion. Now, what is temperature of inversion? Temperature of inversion is the temperature where EMF changes its sign, that is positive EMF to negative EMF. Positive EMF to negative EMF. You know here, yes, from this T naught to TIE, from T naught to TIE, EMF is positive. And below TIE, EMF is negative. So from T naught to TIE, EMF is positive, and below TIE, EMF is negative. So what is temperature of inversion? Is the temperature where EMF changes its sign, that is from positive EMF to negative EMF. Now, one question possible to arise now here. What is the order of the all temperatures on a thermoelectric thermometer? Order means either ascending order or descending order of all temperatures on a thermoelectric thermometer. Yes, you know it here. Ti is greater than Tn. From the graph it is clear. Ti is greater than Tn and Tn is greater than T naught. So what is order? Ti is greater than Tn and Tn is greater than T naught. It must be clear here that graph we are taking for the large temperature, or for the non-linear range. Okay, now the next condition for a small temperature or for the linear range. For a small temperature or for the linear range. Okay, before taking this part now, here question is arising, what does it mean by small temperature or linear range? Okay, it may be clear with the help of this diagram which we have discussed previously in class today lecture here. It was a graph in between E versus T, small E versus T. Tell me now, if we are considering a very small strip of a parabola, here, what happens here? This will be almost straight line. So if it is straight line, there will be linear range. And here T will not be large, here T will be small. Here T will not be large, here T will be small. So it is clear now here, yes, if T is small, there will be linear range. There will be a straight line. Now we can take here for a small temperature or for the linear range. Yes, if T is small, square of T will be very small. And a very small value we can neglect. And if we are neglecting this value here, a relation E is equal to AT plus BT square. E is equal to AT plus BT square. This value will nearly equal to 0. Equation will come E is equal to AT. E is equal to AT. Now this equation is comparing by the equation of a straight line. By the equation of a straight line. So E is equal to AT comparing by the equation of a straight line. After comparing these two relations, it is clear E should be along y-axis in a graph and T should be along x-axis. So we can take the graph in between E versus T. A graph we can take E versus T. A graph we are taking E versus T. E is along y-axis and T is along x-axis. Yes, there will be a straight line passing through origin. There will be a straight line passing through origin, and here slope is equal to A, and this slope is positive. This slope is positive. Now it is clear here, one is large temperature or for the non-linear range, another is a small temperature or for the linear range. Now what is the temperature range of thermoelectric thermometer? Yes, the temperature range of a thermoelectric thermometer is from minus 200 degrees Celsius to 3000 degrees Celsius. 3000 degrees Celsius. Yes, upper temperature range is up to 3000 degrees Celsius with the help of a tungsten molybdenum thermocouple. Tungsten molybdenum thermocouple, that range may be extended up to 3000 degrees Celsius. Now again question is arising here, where thermoelectric thermometer is used. Yes, thermoelectric thermometer is used to measure quickly change in temperature or fast change in temperature. Fast change in temperature. Okay, now we can discuss few questions related to the thermoelectric thermometer. Yes, first question on the board now. The thermo EMF of a thermoelectric thermometer is given by the relation E is equal to AT square minus BT cube, where A and B are constant term. Then the neutral temperature is. So neutral temperature is required. Yes, equation is given E is equal to AT square minus BT cube. E is equal to AT square minus BT cube. How to find out the neutral temperature? You know, neutral temperature is the temperature at which the slope of dE by dt is 0. So we can take here, differentiate this E with respect to T first. We can differentiate this relation first E with respect to T. So what is dE divided by dt is equal to 2AT minus 3BT square. 2AT minus 3BT square. Now, if dE by dt is equal to 0, if dE by dt is equal to 0, yes, small t will be known as neutral temperature. Yes, small t will be known as neutral temperature. So neutral temperature is the temperature at which slope of dE by dt is 0. Now t is equal to Tn, we can put in this relation here. Now dE by dt is equal to 0. It is twice of Atn minus thrice of Btn square. Now here Tn is taken as common. It is twice a minus 3btn. Yes, and that must be equal to 0. So after simplification, Tn will become equal to 2a upon 3b. Tn is equal to 2a upon 3b. Okay, one more question now. A thermocouple thermometer produces an EMF of 40 microvolt per degree Celsius in the linear range of temperature. A galvanometer of resistance 10 ohm is capable to detecting a current of 1 microampere. Then the smallest temperature that can be detected by this arrangement is. So we have to find out what is the smallest temperature that can be detected by this arrangement. The smallest temperature is required now. It must be clear here. What mentioned here, it is a linear range. You know, linear range means t will not be large, t will be small. There will not be a parabolic curve. There will be a straight line passing through origin. A straight line passing through origin. That is. Okay, one more thing is mentioned in a question here now. Produces an EMF of 40 microvolt per degree Celsius. It must be clear here. Here is mentioned EMF. Here unit is mentioned microvolt per degree Celsius. So one doubt is possible to arise now here. EMF may have a unit volt, but here is unit mentioned microvolt per degree Celsius. So this is our doubt here. Here is mentioned EMF. EMF means it should be in volt, but the value is given microvolt per degree Celsius. This is not the unit of EMF, is the unit of A. Is the unit of A. So it should be clear here. Here is mentioned EMF, but this is not the value of EMF. This is the constant term A, with its unit is microvolt per degree Celsius. So this is the value of A is given in the linear range. You know, linear range means E is equal to 80. E is equal to 80. For non-linear range, E is equal to 80 plus BT square. For the linear range, E is equal to 80. A straight line passing through origin. A straight line passing through origin. And T is not large. T is a small temperature in degrees Celsius. T is a small temperature in degree Celsius. Now E is a thermo EMF. The value of thermo EMF is I into R. Yes, E is equal to I into R. I is the current flow. R is the resistance. R is the resistance. So E is equal to IR is equal to A into T. T is the required part now. So T is equal to IR upon A. Now, the value of T is required here. Current flow I is equal to, yes, 1 microampere. Yes, it is 1 into 10 to the power minus 6 ampere. R is a resistance. The value of the resistance is given. Yes, it is 10 ohm. So, it is 10 ohm divided by thermoelectric constant A. Its value is 40 microvolt per degree Celsius, means 40 into 10 to the power minus 6 volt per degree Celsius. This is the value of A. Simplify now, this is cancel. Here 0 also cancel. The value of T will come 0.25 degree Celsius. So this is the smallest temperature that can be detected by this arrangement. Its value is 0.25 degree Celsius.